Good morning, Taiwan, and thank you for joining us. I am Louisa Lee, here to keep you informed and entertained. 欢迎收看 Louisa 报报，每天给您最新最有趣的新闻。First, to a tragic incident in Honduras. What we do know right now is that at least 350 inmates have been killed after a massive blaze swept through an overcrowded jail in central Honduras on Tuesday night, making it one of the worst prison disasters in recent memory in Latin America. Unable to free themselves, many were trapped inside their cells and were burned or suffocated to death. According to officials, 457 people made it out of the fire alive, while some are still missing. The prison, located about 75 miles north of the capital, Tegucigalpa, which was reportedly completely engulfed in flames, may have been ignited by a mattress fire set by a prisoner or by short circuit in the electrical system. The family members of the convicts or victims in this case were said to have tried to force their way into the prison, but were stopped by riot police who fired shots and tear gas into the air. Honduras 的一座监狱发生了火灾，很多囚犯来不及逃出，造成至少350人死亡，伤亡惨重。And now in other news, tensions between Israel and Iran have escalated over a string of bombings in several countries, with Israel accusing Iran for carrying out the recent violent attacks, including the latest one in Thailand. 泰国曼谷前天发生3起爆炸，造成5人受伤。警方已经逮捕2个 Iranian suspects， 目前还有一男一女在逃。
Thai authorities on Wednesday charged 2 Iranians in relation to a series of blasts that hit Bangkok on Tuesday, as Tehran denied accusations by Israel that it was behind the explosions. A Thai official also indicated that the bomb material used in Bangkok bombings were similar to the explosive devices used to attacks aimed at Israeli officials in India earlier this week. The first bomb went off in the rental house on Tuesday. After the blast, 2 men tried to escape the explosion that severely damaged the house. A third suspect was injured as he threw bombs at a taxi and at police officers. He was taken to a hospital for treatment, and Iranian documents were found on him. Mohammed Hesai, 42, one of the 2 suspects who left the scene, was arrested at the airport. He was holding an Iranian passport and was about to leave for Malaysia. The authorities charged those 2 men with several offenses, including illegal possession of explosives and intent to kill a police officer. Thai police are still on the hunt for 2 other people, 1 man and 1 woman, who are believed to be linked to the attacks in Bangkok. The Israeli defense minister Tuesday blamed Iran for the bombings in Bangkok, a day after attacks against the country's diplomats in India and Georgia. However, Iran denied any role in Bangkok explosions.
And around 5 meters of snow blanket the region, isolating parts of Romania while causing chaos for passengers on the road and in the air. In the eastern part of the country, military planes have been dispatched to deliver food for thousands of people who have been completely cut off for days. 整个欧洲都被大雪笼罩 ，Romania 的积雪达到5公尺，连房子都被埋了起来。
Snowbound in Romania. A man struggles to get out of his car. It's the kind of scene played out in hundreds of villages across Eastern Europe. Rescue workers have been deployed to help out. Cold snap has already killed hundreds of people in Europe. One man has to dig out just to get inside his house. In fact, authorities say some 6,000 people in 21 villages are cut off. For those who have shelter, they are trying to keep warm any way they can.
And in the U.S., the latest numbers released from the Commerce Department indicate that there's a slight increase in January's retail sales, thanks to gift cards, redemptions, and also the warm weather. However, on the other hand, the automakers are probably frowning as we speak with a drop in car sales. 根据最新的一个报告，美国1月份的零售额增加了一些，主要是因为 gift card 的人继续消费，但是未来会不会持续增加，还要再观察。
After holiday clearance sales made even sweeter by gift cards sent Americans out to the mall at the start of the year, but shoppers shied away from car showrooms, making for a tepid beginning to 2012. According to figures from the Commerce Department, total January retail sales were up, but not by as much as expected due to slower auto sales. But once automobile purchases, as well as gasoline and building material sales were factored out, the numbers actually show healthy consumer spending. The National Retail Federation is trying to put a positive spin on the number, citing warmer temperatures and those gift cards as reasons consumers continued spending after the holidays. But the holidays are turning out to not be as strong as first thought, according to downward revisions to official retail sales data for November and December. And there could be some weakness ahead. Washington is once again debating an extension of a payroll tax holiday, which could end at the end of this month. And extended unemployment benefits could stop as well if lawmakers let them expire. Two things that would certainly take money out of consumer pockets, just as the U.S. economy is showing signs of a New Year pickup.
And now, turning to entertainment news, it's their time to shine. In Tinseltown, 6 poochers are taking home their prizes at the Golden Collar Awards. Among the lucky stars, Uggy from The Artist. The Artist 不止演员跟导演得奖无数，就连电影明星里面的狗明星 Uggy 都因为出色的演技得到第1届的金像圈奖。
Every dog has its day, and the canine star of The Artist, Augie, is taking full advantage of this. He was the recipient of the first annual Golden Collar Award for Best Performance by a Pooch in a Motion Picture. The 8-year-old Jack Russell Terrier started appearing in commercials and playing minor roles in films in 2005. He appeared in The Incredible Dog Show, performing his trick of riding a skateboard. He got his first named role as Queenie in the romantic drama Water for Elephants last year, alongside actors Robert Pattinson and Reese Witherspoon. And later he joined the cast of the award-winning silent film The Artist and received mass attention for his brilliant performance. Before the ceremony in Los Angeles, Augie joined a few of his co-stars from The Artist on the red carpet. His colleagues had only good things to say about him.
I think he's quite bright. I think he's special.
If they really analyze that, you know, actors don't do it for sausages, they do it for something else, but they do very much the same thing.
We're basically doing it for sausage.
We do like free food.
Yeah.
Actors are known for that.
We are. I
We're all
take it
just
back.
working for sausages.
Augie hemmed it up on the carpet, putting on a show for the cameras. He was joined by some canine pals too. The biggest surprise came during the awards show, when Martin Scorsese appeared in a pre-taped segment. The director continued his fight for the recognition of the Doberman Pinscher, Blackie, who starred in his film Hugo, but did not earn a Golden Collar nomination.
And it's a film about loss and love that takes place in modern-day Hawaii. Directed by Alexander Payne, The Descendants describes the life of a man who seems to have it all. However, the truth, which is far from his own perception, reveals itself as he faces an unexpected family trauma. George Clooney 获得金球奖影帝的电影《继承人生》周末要上映了。他饰演一个在Hawaii的商人，但是住在度假胜地的生活好像不是想象中的那么完美。
My friends think just because I live in Hawaii, I live in paradise. We're all just out here sipping Mai Tais and catching waves. Hell, I haven't been on a surfboard in 15 years.
Following a boating accident that left his wife in a coma, George Clooney as Matt King in The Descendants finds himself experiencing a series of troubles alone. The impending death of his wife and the revelation of her past infidelity sent Matt into a tailspin, forcing him to re-examine his indifferent attitude as a husband and a father.
Close friends.
I don't want to talk about Mom with anyone.
Look, whatever you two fought about, you have to drop it. Grow up.
You really don't have a clue, do you? Dad, Mom was cheating on you.
Who is he? I'd like to know who the guy is that my wife was seeing.
Yeah, what you've been going through, that's a tough deal.
Just trying to keep my head above water.
I'm gonna hit you.
How often do old people just haul off and cold cock you like that?
And The Descendants opens in theaters in Taiwan this Friday. And that's it for today's edition. I am Louisa Lee, and we'll see you back here tomorrow. Meanwhile, stay with CTS for the latest weather update and for more news you need.